Kalen DeBoer is currently 20-8 in his record at the University of Alabama. And honestly, the way some people are reacting, you would really believe that the wheels are falling off of this thing right now. I wonder why people are freaking out about this. I mean, do you guys understand that 20 wins in the last two seasons is great? Now, mind you, there are some embarrassing losses in there. The deadgum smacking in the playoff game against Indiana. I honestly, in my entire life, have never seen an Alabama get beat that bad, that soundly, and be outplayed in such fashion. I'll be honest with you, it's very embarrassing. We've lost to Vandy in the last 2 years. Now we did get our revenge this year, but again, it's Vanderbilt. The last time Vanderbilt beat the University of Alabama, I don't even think some of the coaching staff was born then. I mean, I don't think there's really much need to worry because everyone's always wondering, oh, well, Saban would have done this. Saban wouldn't have lost that game. Kalen DeBoer is the guy for the job. He is the best bet we have right now to keep this program and this brand where it needs to be. One, he's had very good recruiting. I mean, very good. This man, everyone had questions about him. One of them was his recruiting, and as you can see, it's right there where it needs to be. I mean, he had I believe the second or third best class. One of the kids has got to be the next coming of Megatron. He's like 6'2", like 215, runs like a deer. The Starion Morgan, dadgum, you bring in probably one of the best running back recruits Alabama has produced in the last 20 years. You bring in out of the transfer portal. I mean, you're going to think I'm crazy when I say this, but there's 6 guys they bring in from the transfer portal alone for offensive line. Offensive line. That's what everyone was complaining about. So he goes, oh, well, guess what? We're about to go get some guys. And we're going to figure out which ones play, which ones can't. And honestly, it's great to see. One, another thing, too, that he has to do that I am very well aware that he can fix is the run game. Our run game has not averaged under that many yards in several years. I believe we averaged like 2.8, 3.4, something like that. I have never in my life seen an Alabama team with the inability to get a dead gum 3rd and 1. Now, mind you, some of the play calling, and that's on Grubb, the play calling shouldn't determine our 3rd and 1. Our offensive line doing what they're supposed to do should determine the 3rd and 1. Though, as a former offensive lineman, those short situations when you get to do nothing but go to the guy right in front of you, get in his grill, and just dominate, those are you foam at the mouth thinking about those kind of things. And a blindside pull, because everyone loves ear holing someone, but that's an entirely different story. He has built a staff at Alabama that y'all are sleeping on this staff. I mean, yeah, Ryan Grubb has a weird thing about his play calling. If you look at the last 7 national championship teams, and you look at where they rank nationally running, every one of them, I don't think there's a single one of them, except for maybe Indiana and maybe Ohio State, that was above the top 50 or 40. You sit here and act like the run game is the end all be all. When no, it is very important. You have to be able to vary up your offense, but you don't have to be high ranked in everything to be a good football team. There are going to be guys that are better than you at something. Just be good. You don't have to be great at everything, but you have to be able to do it all. You can't be one-sided. You can't be able to stop pass and not stop a run. You can't be able to pass the ball and not run the ball. And Ty Simpson carried us for half the year. These are fixable things. DeBoer will get it done. He's in his 3rd year. And for all the people out there that are wondering, oh, well, Saban would have done this, Saban would have won that game. The realm of college football has changed just in the last 4 or 5 years. And even Saban had not won a national title for his last three. I know y'all are tired of hearing that, and I'm tired of hearing about Saban because at this point he's been retired going on his third year. We have to move on. We have to keep going. The future is now. But DeBoer has a pedigree of winning. The man just a few years ago was sitting in a national title game and had every single chance in the world to walk out of there with a national title at Washington. Washington. He took a Washington team to a national championship game and beat Steve Sarkisian along the way. And that Texas team was great. The Texas team was amazing. So before y'all go writing off DeBoer, you need to take a step back and understand college football is sitting in an era now where a dynasty does not exist in the same way dynasties have existed for the last umpteen hundred years. You're not going to have those win every other year teams. You're not going to have teams that stack guys 4 and 5 deep to the point to where it does not matter the injuries you have. There's just a guy that's just as good to step up. That's not happening anymore. We're in an era of college football where one injury derails your entire season. I mean, that's just the reality of it. And DeBoer has a problem, and this is the main problem. Too many people want him to be like Saban, and I hope he doesn't take on that mentality. We don't need another Nick Saban because there's never going to be one. We need Kalen DeBoer to be the college football coach that Kalen DeBoer is. He needs to be the best version of that. There's no reason on God's green earth that you should sit there and whine and moan and gripe about him not being someone else. Now, you can complain about the losses, that's fine. But we have to be realistic here. He's already shown improvement since his first year. Again, there's some losses there that. Are you really that mad about the Indiana one, honestly? Now, the Florida State one did hurt. But the Indiana one, did you really expect to beat them? I thought that team from the moment I watched them in the Big Ten title game, I knew that team was going to win the national title. There was no ifs, ands, or buts. I was hopeful we'd beat them, but there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. So, and this is my final point to this whole little rant, because this is just a rant at this point. All of you wanted him fired. I haven't yet. I'm saying all of the ones that are calling for the job. Then they turn right around when they hear Michigan wants him. And like, no, this is our coach. Who are we going to get? Who's going to fill these shoes? If you're asking yourself who's going to fill these shoes, to a point you have to think he might be the guy for the job. I'm giving him 3 to 4 years to show me what he's got. There's no possible way that you can derail a program this storied to the point to where it's never going to be back up there again. Cut him some slack. He's a very good coach. He is. I'll be honest with you. Everybody says Nick Saban handpicked him. I think he did that for a reason. Saban knew that college football didn't need him anymore. Now, mind you, Kirk Cignetti is very similar, but Kirk Cignetti also has a lot of that new school DNA in him. What Saban went out and got, and what our AD went out and got, I bet you they made phone calls. I don't know if DeBoer was the first choice. I don't. But they made calls to young, up and coming, very ingrained in this new era of college football They understand the way the game plays now, and you can take it for what it's worth. This is not an old man's game anymore, man. This is, if you're not willing to change, look at Dabo. Dabo's unwilling to change. DeBoer will change with the times. DeBoer will change with the team. No, if his team is very lacking in one area, he will try his best to upgrade it. Look at last year. We had a problem throwing the ball. And then this previous year, or this 2024, in 2025, we have a problem running the ball. Now, I've witnessed offenses where he can do both. And depending on who our quarterback is, he will have the opportunity to show us what a fully functioning Kalen DeBoer offense and Ryan Grubb offense can look like. You don't have to worry about the defense. I am definitely not worried about the defense. Mark my words. Y'all need to pray to whatever deity you follow. I follow the good Lord here. Jesus. I pray that Kane Womack stays as long as he dadgum well pleases. Because honestly, there was some doubt in year one because I watched a lot of just plain same defense. And Kane Womack has taken this defense, and I'm going to be honest with you, this defense, the way he runs it and the guys that we have, and I know we lost some, but the guys coming in, I have full confidence. We may not be quite what we were last year, but our defense is going to rock. Our defense is going to anchor our team. I just hope that our offense takes that step that it needs to finally fulfill and get to the finish line. Now, I want y'all all to remember this come football season, when we start seeing some maybe ups and downs. This is a league where you can lose a couple games. In fact, this is an area where you can lose 3 or 4 games and you may still make the playoffs. We're going to have to calm down and look at big picture. What does the team look like? How did we lose this ball game? And after this year, if we go 9-4 again, yeah, I'll have questions. Because 9-4 is great. There's a lot of people that would want 9-4. But it's not going to happen 3 years in a row, pretty much. I mean, I understand we got one more win, 2025. You can't have 9-4 3 years in a row at the University of Alabama. But I'm confident that's not going to happen. I'm thinking 10-2, maybe a playoff berth. We may even make it past the second round. That would be great. If he shows that improvement, I know we're well on our way. And I'm not going back on anything I said here. I'm just saying, I'm going to give him the next year or two to prove to me what's going on. Because none of us would have done any better with these teams. None of us would have. You can sit there and complain about the coaching all you want. He didn't recruit these guys. Most of these guys that he's been working with are guys that when he first got here, he had no clue what these guys were able to do. He didn't know if Ryan Williams could play slot, could play outside. He had no clue. He had no film. He didn't know Jalen Milroe's route trees that he could throw. He didn't. He had no clue what kind of offense you could build around Jalen Milroe and the pieces that we had at Alabama. That was very evident the first year, watching how many different style of offenses he trotted out there, trying to figure out what worked. So, I mean, until we see a full-blown Kalen DeBoer, these are my guys, these are my men, these are the guys that I'm going to hang my job on, until we see one of these teams play, we really need to chill until we see what he's fully capable of with the resources that Alabama provides him. Because we saw that he was able to win with less. Now we're just trying to get these pieces in place. But, I would really love to hear everyone's opinions on that. I mean, you can sound off down below, man. You could think I sound like a rambling idiot, and that's fine.